right? Well, they just dropped some news that might affect a few of you still rocking those classic phones. We're talking about a whole list of devices that won't be able to run WhatsApp anymore come 2025. Today we're diving into an important update from WhatsApp. We're going to break down which phones are being left behind, why this is happening, and what you can do about it. So if you want to make sure you can still send those "hey there" messages in a couple of years, stick around. Alright, first up, we've got the iPhone 6s. This one might sting a little for some of you because, let's be real, the 6s was a game changer when it came out. Those cameras, the performance, it was peak smartphone back in the day. But time, as they say, waits for no phone. Come 2025, WhatsApp will no longer be supported on the 6s. That means no more messaging, no more calls, no more late-night group chats. It's officially time to say goodbye to a legend. Next on the list is another iPhone, and this one might be even more painful for some of you. I'm talking about the original iPhone SE. This little guy was a beast in a compact package. People loved it for its size, its speed, and that classic iPhone design. But sadly, even the mighty SE has to bow out eventually. 2025 will mark the end of WhatsApp support for this fan favorite. Moving on to the Android side of things, we have the Samsung Galaxy S6. This phone was a powerhouse when it launched, rocking a beautiful display, a seriously capable camera, and that premium Samsung design. But even flagships aren't immune to the passage of time. WhatsApp is drawing the line in 2025, and the Galaxy S6 won't be making the cut. Chapter 4 Samsung Galaxy. Note 4 The S Pen says goodbye. Sticking with Samsung, we've got the Galaxy Note 4. This one was a favorite among productivity users thanks to that iconic S Pen. Taking notes, sketching, it was a whole different level of phone interaction. But even the most dedicated Note 4 users will have to find a new way to stay connected on WhatsApp come 2025. Chapter 5 Sony Xperia Z3. No more Camera King. Next up, we have a phone from a brand that, let's be honest, doesn't get enough love these days. Sony. The Xperia Z3 was a sleek, stylish phone with a camera that could hold its own against the best of them. But sadly, its time in the WhatsApp spotlight is coming to an end. Chapter 6 LG G3. QHD Pioneer signs off. Remember LG phones? The LG G3 was a big deal when it came out. It was one of the first phones to rock a QHD display, and it looked incredible. But even pioneers have to retire eventually. The G3 will no longer be supported by WhatsApp starting in 2025. Chapter 7 HTC One M8. Design icon fades away. Remember HTC? They were known for making some seriously good-looking phones, and the One M8 was no exception. That all-metal design, the front-facing speakers, it was a premium experience through and through. But even design icons have their day. The One M8 will be joining the WhatsApp Retirement Club in 2025. Next up, we have the Huawei AscendMate 7. This phone was all about that big, beautiful display. It was a trendsetter in the early days of phablets. But even trendsetters have to move on eventually. The AscendMate 7 will no longer be able to run WhatsApp come 2025. Remember the Nexus line? The Nexus 6 was a favorite among Android purists, offering a clean, bloat-free software experience and some seriously impressive specs. But even pure Android can't escape the march of time. The Nexus 6 will be saying goodbye to WhatsApp support in 2025. Last but not least, we have the Microsoft Lumia 640. This phone represented Microsoft's last real attempt to make Windows Phone happen. It was a solid phone with a unique operating system, but sadly, it wasn't meant to be. The Lumia 640 will no longer be supported by WhatsApp starting in 2025. So, there you have it, a rundown of some of the phones that will no longer be able to run WhatsApp starting in 2025. It's always a little sad to see these classic devices ride off into the sunset, but technology waits for no phone. If you're still rocking one of these phones, it might be time to start thinking about an upgrade. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates like this.